This is just going to be a basic video if you want to get started on what you need and what you're going to take. The very first thing that you're going to buy is a rod and a reel. So I did a video on this rod before and reel. This is the Akuma Celio. It's a really, really good rod. It's a 2-piece rod, and I just have a Shimano neck save on it. So this whole setup is $100, and you could go cheaper. You could go to like Walmart and probably find like a $50 rod and reel setup. But I would definitely look at this combo. It's such a nice rod. It's got good whip on the end. It's got some backbone. So as far as the line goes, you can, I like to put braid on my reels and fill it with like 6 to 8 pound test braid, because I just like the way it handles and I like the way it casts. And then I tie a piece of leader to it. You can tie mono to it, you can tie fluorocarbon, copolymer, whatever you want to do. It's really up to you. Fluorocarbon's cool, but in my book it's a little overrated. That's just what I think. But in picky situations it may work. The jury's still out on that, but they sell a lot of it. So great rod and reel. This is all you're going to need. And there's different ways you can set it up. The most basic way you're going to trout fish is called bait and weight. Let me show you. You're basically going to need 3 things to set up your bait and weight. And forgive me, I don't have any treble hooks right now, but you're going to need a swivel, a hook, and a weight, and some leader. And basically what you're going to do, and I'll show you in a description real quick, you're going to basically cut this lure off right here. And so what you're going to do, and I'm going to just show you this very simply, you're going to put your weight on. This is called a Carolina rig. And then you're going to tie your swivel to here. Like this, so the weight can't come past. You want to stop it from slipping. And you want to use 4 to 6 pound test when you trout fish. That's been my experience. It seems like what works the best. And if they're picky, you can go all the way down to like 2 pound if you want. So this is the beginning of the setup right here, like that. And then you're going to tie another piece of leader on here, and then you're going to attach your hook to the end. So what's going to happen is this is going to sit on the bottom. You're going to cast out this weight. This table's the bottom, and this line's going to come up, and your hook's going to be here like this with floating bait. It's going to float off the bottom. So that's the #1 way that you're going to catch trout. And some of the bait you can use, a real popular one is power bait. Comes in all different colors. This one's a Sierra Gold, same thing, floating bait. I've had a lot of luck with green and white. You can use marshmallows. So this one's Atlas Mics. Marshmallows work really good. Again, you're going to use a treble hook when you do this, anywhere from a 14 to an 18, depending on how big your trout are. I forgot to get one out, but I'll show you on the video what you need to get. So other ways you can trout fish basically are, you can use a bobber. There's a couple different bobbers you can use. You can use this one here. Basically, you pinch the line in like this. You can use this kind. This is solid. You can't open this or put water in it, but this works good. And then this one works really good for the surface too, because you can put water in it. But this time the line's going to hang down. So if you use a bobber on your line like this, it's going to be in the water and the line will hang straight down on the surface, and then you can use a bait like salmon eggs. Or you can use a nightcrawler, a worm, but don't blow it up. So you're going to let the worm just sink off the bobber. And then if you want to use the Carolina rig, where it's on the bottom and it comes up off the ground, you can just get a little injection needle to fill it up with air so the worm sits above the bottom. It works really, really good. Okay, other ways you can catch trout. Lures. These work really good, these little trout magnets. They come with little jig heads. And if you want to just cast those around, or you can even put those on a bobber and work it, those work really, really good. And then lures. Again, we're going to just keep this really basic. One lure that works really good, it's one of my favorites, I think I've alluded to in the videos before. Cut all this line off of here, it's kind of messy. This is a Jake's. This is kind of like a super duper, but beefier. Works really, really well. And then your traditional spinner. This is a rooster tail. Rooster tail and Panther Martins work really good. Those are probably my favorite lures out of all of them. So you can try that. And then this last one works really good. These fire tubes seem to have some luck with those too. You can just throw them out and jig them back, and they think it's a bug or a crustacean or something. The other thing you can do is flies. You can put, and that's another video, but you can use flies on a bobber, believe it or not, and they work really good. It's a more advanced technique, but we won't get into that here on this one. So a couple of the tools you need some needle nose pliers you take with you. So when you catch the fish and the hook's on the outside, you can get the hook out easily. Now if the fish swallows the hook, you can use this little push gut tool here. It basically has a groove in it where you put the line in it, and you hold the line really tight and you push it down and it grabs the hook, and you keep the line tight and it pulls the hook out of the stomach. So this is generally if you're going to keep your trout. So that's the other thing, if you're going to use the treble hooks with the barbs, you're probably going to want to keep your fish, because they're not going to probably survive. Trout aren't super durable. When you tie these small treble hooks are tiny. So again, ignore this hook, but when you have a small treble hook, this little rheostat plier, you can just clip it in here like that. See that? And what's nice is I can just go to my line. Here, let's do it real quick. Let's take this off. Watch this. So you can do this. This is a nice little tip. See how I'm just spinning the pliers like, or the hook like this? Makes it really fast, especially with tiny hooks. This is a big hook. Ignore this hook. That's what happens when you get into your 50s. You can't see anything anymore. You go blind. So there you go, right? And then you just cut your loose material off, and then it's a great way to tie a hook, especially for trout. Other things, if you're in a bait and weight situation, you're going to put your pole down on the shore, you can get one of these little bells. They're cool. They totally work. So when you get hit, you know you got a fish or a bite, which is really nice. So I would definitely invest. I think these are like $3 or $4 or something like that, and they're well worth it. Now something to carry all this gear. Here's another spoon too, real quick. This little spoon is another good one. I think this is a little Cleo, works great. Now to carry all this gear, you have a couple options. One is just like a little creel, like a little pouch, and this has a strap and it can go over your head like that. You want to just keep this really simple. You don't want to make this complicated. Some guys just make this trout fishing way too complicated. So this is what this one looks like. This is a flambeau. And again, simple. You got a little side pocket for water you can take with you. And the other one is just like a little advanced fanny pack. This one's by Allen. This one's really nice. I really enjoy it. It's got good pockets, lots of places for different things. It's really organized. So this one's a little bit more advanced than this one. It's got side pockets, and then you can just wear it on the front, or you can turn it around and wear it on the back like this. So works really good. And as far as where to go and where to catch trout, you can catch trout in your local ponds, your local park ponds, your municipality ponds. They stock. The best place to really go is the mountains, mountain lakes, rivers. They like cold water, so you can find a lake near you. Just go on Google. I'm sure wherever you live, you can find one and have a blast. The other thing you can get too is a net like this. This one I really like because it floats. I just drop it in the water on the shore, and it kind of sits in the water, and all I have to do is reach down and grab it and put the fish right in. And then if you're going to keep them, you need a stringer, which you can look that up, and I'll put that in my video too, where I'll show you a picture of what they look like. Okay, that's it. Catch a mess of trout. They are a blast, and it's about getting outside, getting off the electronics, and being with the family. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it as always, and we'll see you next time, maybe out on the water. Talk to you later.